Hi, YouTube Rando here. So we picked up a few new items for the bug out bag, and this is one of them. We picked up a couple of these. We picked up one for the bug out bag and one for the camp pack. We're going to take the one in the camp pack and we're going to actually study it and see if we can identify some of these out in the wild. And what it is it's a folding pocket guide to familiar North American species, edible wild plants. These guys make a whole lot of these pamphlets on wilderness survival, tying knots, game processing, trapping, medicinal herbs. They just make a whole bunch of them. I'm not sure which ones they have, but I know they have the ones I just named, and I'm sure they have more. The cool thing about this is it's waterproof. This is almost like the same material that a menu at a restaurant's made out of. It's hard plastic. Really cool little guide. It covers a whole lot of stuff, but it covers stuff that a lot of them don't cover. They just tell you what the plant is. This one actually tells you how to use the plant, what part of the plant you're going to use. It covers nuts and seeds, fruits and berries, bark, leaves and stems. It covers roots and tubers, and then it goes into specific plants of different regions. So like on the nuts and seeds, the thing I like about it is they put a picture of it, and then they put what it is, whether it's a tree, a bush, a vine. They put a little picture next to it to let you know exactly what it is, what you'll be looking for. Nuts and seeds. And the thing is about this is there's a lot of wild edibles out there that look very similar to a poisonous plant. A lot of them grow right next to each other as well. They've left those out, and they picked the ones that are more common, the ones that are easier to identify. Most people know what these trees are already, and berries and whatnot, but it tells you how to use them. You know, like the pine, it tells you, let's see, use the inner bark, and the needles are also edible. So it tells you what part of the plant you can use on each individual one. It covers, like I said, nuts and seeds. It's got quite a bit in here. Everything from butternut, oak, pecan, pine, walnut, just all kinds. The nuts or fruits and berries is where it gets interesting, because there are a lot of fruits and berries out there that are edible, but there's a lot that are poisonous. So I think from what I'm looking at, they picked more common fruits and berries, ones that are very easy to identify and hard to mix up with another plant. Just going through it, there's all kinds of stuff. There's even mulberry. I have mulberry trees growing in my yard, which came wild. They started out as a little weed, and now they're great big trees. So mulberries grow around everywhere, and it tells you when they ripen, when to pick them. It just goes into great detail on how to use the tree or bush or fruit or whatever. Then you get over here to leaf, stems, and bark. So of course it's going to have willow. It tells you how to make a pain reliever out of willow, spruce, cottonwood, clover, just a whole bunch of different kinds of leaves, stems, and bark. Asparagus, which most people don't realize asparagus grows wild around here like crazy. I don't think people realize even how to identify it in the wild. Like if they seen it, they wouldn't even know what it was, really. And it looks just like asparagus you buy in the store. So again, tells you whenever what kind to eat the young. They are more flavorful and aren't near as hard. So roots and tubers, wild leek, oyster plant, wild onion, all that good stuff. The only thing I'm going to say about this is I wish it would have been actual pictures of each individual one, but the drawings do them justice. They look right. Desert and tropical plants, seashore plants, that's a good one for us. We're right on the coast, so that's a good one for us to have. And then it covers some poisonous plants, edible poisonous plants. If you eat them, it's going to harm you, or contact poisonous plants, poison oak, poison ivy, sumac, giant hogweed, wild parsnip, all that good stuff. And it tells you, how to tend to your rash or whatever. On the back here, it gives you your leaf shapes, You know, it tells you how to identify them, and it tells you what they call them throughout here. So if it says it's a heart-shaped leaf, you can come over here and look at the heart-shaped leaf and see what it should look like. It gives you leaf arrangements, stuff that a lot of people don't know. You know, unless you're a gardener or a avid outdoorsman, you may not know what a leaf arrangement is, and it may say it over here. Well, then you can go to back and identify what that leaf arrangement should look like. So I think it's really cool. They're about $6. I think they're $6.95, made in America. Cool little product. You can get them on Amazon for that price, $6.95, free shipping. I really like these. I'm going to pick up a few more, and we're going to review some more. We're going to do the game processing one. I know how to process most game, but it'd be a cool little packet to look at. So we're going to pick that up, and we're going to pick up the knot. I have no idea about knots. I've never done a whole bunch of knots. Even in Boy Scouts, for some reason, we didn't cover knots a whole lot, which that's something you're supposed to learn, but I guess I didn't stay long enough. I quit before we got to knots, I guess. I quit before we even got our knives, so I didn't stay in Boy Scouts long enough to learn all that stuff. So we're going to buy the pamphlets and try to teach ourselves. That's going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching, YouTube.